again, rallies, they don't start. Who they talk to us about the fuel situation? What will be the fuel situation for your part of town? That's a question when nobody, where they in charge, don't really come out, break down to us. Tell us how would they suffer, what would they suffer. But as usual, life goes on, suffering and smiling as fella they talk. But as the matter they be now, we always start to touch like matter then we gather with on top the front page of newspaper, because if you look newspaper today, what you go just see a budget. Now if you see, so we'll go break down that matter inside newspaper plus other matter they waiting for newspaper, and they go waka enter inside straight to inside our top story segment where some kind matter them the shell for inside top story, and dear now we'll go open phone line make we hear from you how all the matter the way you see from plus newspaper plus the top story, how then take do you for body, because we always like to hear from you. You know, it's a two-way communication thing between you and us. That's how they carry it.
He says it's a two-way communication thingy.
You
can't put Gen Z.
A twist up.
You put Gen Z thingy.
I cannot remain in my millennial.
He should.
I have to,
You have to move with time.
Of course.
Because if you don't move, we go leave you for back. All right. Other matters where they on the show this morning. We know as we go run them now. After all the conversations we did on top our top story and our conversations for there, we go also get one very, very nice matter we want to discuss. I talk nice because it concerns you and I. Looking at how the situation of the country, talking about financially, not too balanced. But we dey see say the budget where they don't put down for 2023, the thing is set, is spread over 20 trillion. And people come the one that say, wait. We get money to even run this budget. As you look at most of the things where they're there, now borrow, now we go use to even fund them. And the conversation, they shock everybody. If we borrow, how we go take solve the matter? Well, we get better guests who go join us, help us break down this budget, make we understand waiting day there, gone. Because when you hear the name budget, you go feel saying a big thing when no concern you. Now the money when they want use for the year to make sure say things shell. So no worry, we go break them down. We get better guests who go join us. In name like Bola or Logede. At least you go help us look inside this budget, find the things where go benefit us, and find the ones where go make us say, oh yeah, make us shine on our eye because you guys look well on the things where they ground. Then from there, we'll carry our leg, enter the things where they happen for money matters. Because Fagbo Frank go Kajat can't tell us, you see, say from budget, we enter money matters because now still money we consign budget. So Fagbo Frank go there to tell us what's going to happen for that side as well. So that's to say the show, they're very, very packed. We done day here. Kajat looking soft. Prepare, you're looking really good.
Thank you.
I'm not talking before.
Thank you.
Let me say that.
You look like Hernando de Soto. There's a twist of Spanish, Italian for inside.
Wow.
I like him.
Now, Ochuko cause this problem.
Just continue to the soft like that.
Now,
Ochuko, when they come, you will teach me the right name. My people could take small break when they come back. When we come back, the Good Morning Naija show will continue. That's what they call.
You know, my best conversations are the ones that are the warmest.
It's nothing but God. Like, what if you never get to blow? Like, what if you never make it in life? What do you want to do with your life?
A lot of men, divorce is rampant.
It's not just about the interview, but about the connection.
I was a props man, the car props man. I was a producer.
Wow. Sweet, I'll be like...
I can't play your part, you can't play my part. You know, we have a lot of great conversations on With Today, but there are some of them that I say you have to watch.
Until you normalize mistake, you will never enjoy your life.
Yes.
Papa Makinde said, Mika, this is prolapse.
But there was no one to take care of me.
I don't want to break down. Ow.
With Trudy showing Sundays 5 p.m. on wazobiamax TV.
Every day, plenty things they happen for this our country.
But on top politics and leadership, now there plenty matter day to settle.
Waiting government they talk, and the one where politicians come they do so.
On top the matter as they take affect country people, now there we don't carry on a enter inside so.
Cocoa of the matter. Politicians, experts, and our leaders, they go touchlight the matter give us.
You sef, go chook mouth, talk your own. For
Cocoa of the matter.
Cocoa of the Matter, showing Tuesdays, 7 p.m. on Wazobia Max TV.
Where could they go? Nowhere. Look, I came alone. You came alone. Why are you asking me to go with you?
What is Aaron? I say, let us go. You say Aaron.
The most important thing now is for you to get married. That is what is going to pay both of us if you get married now.
By trying to marry me off at this very young age.
No, Mbano, you're not that young.
At least the axis, the longitude and the magnitude.
Let me cut it short for you. Is it part of ritual? Did they ask you to come and use me for money ritual, or you want to sell land?
What's the pants?
Which pant? Oh, this one?
Yes, the pant.
This pant is for you.
I'm Boris Lover.
Boom.
Yeah, Boris Lover.
Boris Lava premieres Friday, 6 January, 9 p.m. on Wazobia Max TV.
Welcome back to the Good Morning Naija show. Our ancestors, them, don't talk. And I believe, say, it's very, very short, sharp, and simple. Now make everybody use their whole body. But make it not be like, say, ancestors talk. Somebody no call interpret them. What did they tell us this morning now? Man, know thyself, no because. Straight to the point. When they say man, know thyself, then they tell you, say, as a man, in fact, make we break them down. As a human being, make it not be like, say, oh, now only man, our ancestors, they talk to. As a human being, if you know yourself, if you know your value, if you know your worth, nobody go do you anyhow. And when they tell you to know who you be, so that you go feel value yourself and carry yourself with dignity, pride, and respect, not be saying that they insult you. Then they tell you, say, you be special creation. And as God don't create you like this, so you not feel be two. No photocopy of you for this life. So make you do yourself like the perfect version of yourself so that everybody go respect you. So don't be insult, not be curse, not be yab. Do all the thing when go make people know, say, okay, oh, this person, oh, we not go carry the person anyhow. Now, what's in our ancestors, they talk. When I see I convert the thing from man to human, make it not be like, say, we know they involve everybody. So I go give them to, hey, yeah, precious. I like to add the I know that I want to put the
That is the friend of the world.
The friend of the world.
It's okay, it's okay.
Yes.
But in this, as an elder statesman, you have spoken. Who am I to add the sprinkle of addendum? Moko kukuma wakaita is a newspaper stand because Enando De Soto don't ready. The newspaper vendor guy don't ready to bring us everything.
He say now,
it doesn't look like Italian mafia.
Enando De Soto.
You know the film?
That's so.
They feel like they see about.
That's so.
The Italian mafia go shout travailler.
Chukudi Afana.
I greet you.
I see you. My people, yeah, make we enter newspaper quickly. Make we see what's in there here. Plenty things. We'll go start with the punch. All right, they say 25 buyers invited for Polaris Bank sale. CBN, they give us that update for there. Nigeria's debt to hit 77 trillion naira. Loan servicing gulps 5.2 trillion naira. Aye. Check out for page 19. NNPC prospects for oil in Niger and Borno. Okay, we'll go check that one out as well if you want to read and know better. I don't understand why assassins killed my brother, wife, and son. Now slain CBN workers' sibling. Very, very sad matter, 9 day there. They say discos hike electricity tariff secretly on code. Consumers kick. We don't do things on code like that. All right, that one day there, go check them out. How much would they pay for light? At least make you know. 2.74 trillion naira security budget low. That one day then reps panel they give us that update. Say sex romp. Principal denies cover up. Suspends 6 students. Go check that matter out for page 4 and 5. 4 marketers boycott private depots. They say they are not interested. An election. INEC sets aside 8,809 beavers as backup, just in case things won't show themselves. Chukudi,
and then what?
Which one you see?
I greet you fresh.
Agree to
Make I interpret the picture when they're the front page of the newspaper.
Oh, yeah, now.
You go see person when wear black. The black, they shine. That's Professor Mahmoud Yakub. He know they talk up from day one, say, INEC, they ready for this election. And then what? I just want to give advice this morning to people who never collect their PVCs. Because, you know, say we discussed yesterday, say, over 6 million PVCs, they uncollected.
Yes.
Plus the ones where people don't register before, or the ones where they just recently register. So people, they complain, say, they no go come out for work or come out for house, go stay 4 hours, go stay 5 hours. We know, say, for some places, it be like, say, the thing, stress, but they were. Many people don't come out. At least I know, say, for people when they live for that Eleko side for Ebejuleki, for people when they live for Alimosho, for people when they live for Shomolu, for people when they live for Yaba, they don't talk and say, that place, stress, no day. Now just enter and pick your own. Okay. I won't beg people, say, I beg. Your PVC, you know, carry your landlady come on election day to talk, say, Madam, identify me. I live at number 2 James Oni Street, so I can vote. No, if you don't get your PVC, you don't go vote. An election, a very important action where we say, we go choose those who go represent us and put our country on the path of peace, progress, and development. So I beg, go collect your PVC. Then I can't talk one thing. Just been come out yesterday. Federal government college in Janikin. They say children from between the age of 14 to 17, they go come out for school. Go lodge for one place, sometimes for days. Nobody go see them. And then go they do different things for that place. The things where they do for Sodom and Gomorrah. They say, why this thing even boxed? And I say, they can't discover, say, one of them don't carry belle.
Hey.
And then what? Remember the age when I talk, 14 to 17, they be minor. In the eye of our law, these are people where we say, no matter what happen, somebody must be held responsible for their actions.
Yes.
And then what? How papa and mama go send their pikin go school. And then the pikin was supposed to be under the care of those who were supposed to guide them, give them direction, teach them about life. No go there aware say them come out. And then well, me I believe say something is there here. Me to go public school now. We know some kind of where you feel pass to come out for school. We know some kind of place where you feel jump to come out for school. But it is embarrassing. Say children when they under the care of people who are supposed to do everything to protect them, go talk, say they no, go say they know they are aware. It's not possible where they were. Me I believe say maybe somebody collect something to allow them go. They cover for them. Because for school, you they take attendance.
You know they pay attention to attendance.
Yes, now. If you don't go, say, hear me, see color, you hear absent. No, 2 people no fit answer prayer. It's not possible. We they try on that time, but it's not possible. Because our teacher too na street.
Yes, now.
If you say Zugu Chukudi, say present, sir. They can't talk, say Kudu Sola, what you go say present, sir. You go no say something there. So it means say the school authority, they know they pay attention to those children. I beg, I want me to investigate and get to the root of this matter. Minor, no now. You're not supposed to like that. You go say pikin may go school, go learn. Now other thing go learn. Never. It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be. All right, before we enter the next matter, I am recently, at least Oga Tinubu don't talk, say, I go give Nigerians better life. I don't know whether you hear that conversation when you talk about what do you feel about that?
Everybody, they promise Nigerians better life. You did good. Say you won't give Nigerians better life. First, it is indicative of the fact, say you put emphasis on better life. It means say better life, they're good.
Yes, sir.
You understand? Better life, they're good. Then it come and say if you they promise the better life, the life where they live now no be better one. So you don't admit, say, the life when they live, no, they befitting of them with the resources when God don't give them. So, but no be to tell us, say, you go give us now. How you want to take do am? How? Because we get situation where we say for some people, then go abroad, go receive Medicare. While the vast majority of those when they here, now God hand them they. So no be to tell us, say, you go. Now tell us how you go take do am. Make we they see am. So that as Nigerians, we go there convinced, say, if we give this person the opportunity, based on saying I go control the resources of state, he go use our well, make our life better. I don't tire to the year we go, we will, we shall.
Pre, you see any
all
matter
right,
for
before
here?
make I talk about the discourse matter, I've been just on sprinkle smarting for waiting Chukudi talk about election. When you say people where they collect PVCs for Etiosa and Alimosho, say they say it is stress free. I don't know where
You say Eleko, you know say
okay, but you say Alimosho because I remember say I don't get a lot of complaints from people. We also get Alimosho complaint yesterday.
Yeah, we get
where people talk say the matter not be here. Say some people, we know the complaint we will get. So maybe I like the fact that we get mixed reactions.
Exactly.
Some people it's easy for them, some people it's not easy. So make INEC do the needful, where go make them better. But make we move straight to electricity matter. I don't know whether I don't buy electricity recently.
I don't buy you.
You get one I would always look my meter. Every time I'd always go check my meter. Every day they check what's in the unit where they drop for the meter. Because if they like say I don't turn that meter to monitoring spirit, I want to understand how my meter they use the drop. And then even when I suspend, since Hamatan come out, I'm not going to use AC. Make a day without AC. I go look, in one day up to 10 units don't drop. I said, what is happening? What's in they drop the 10 units? Even when they say, could they off all the lights? Now the waiting cause I'm like this videos.
Now,
so secretly, this because yes, we know, say we don't interview people who in charge of lights before. And they may not explain, say, periodically, quarterly or bi-yearly, twice a year, the way the design of the tariff day, now say you could increase, small. But the way it be say this particular increment, now people can look and say, be like say the discos them, carry their hand them, just add a sprinkle of a bit of increment, without passing the due process, and people don't even know. So most times when these increments they happen, it they good make people they know so that you self go prepare your mind, say moving forward though, see the amount so it be say I go do so that you self go plan yourself. Just as I don't plan myself now say for a while I accept to be very important personality, I don't go on AC for you if you come my house just to make sure say the thing safe. So what's the issue and what's it make it be like say this thing they very painful like demo. Now because of say Nigerians they pay so much money for lack of lights. And then if the resources, if it's in day, that's the way they pay for day. People not going to complain. It's just like when people they complain for road. If they do cowardliness for your car. But the road, where they do, the road they cowardly. They do roadworthiness rather. But the road they cowardly. That be the problem. If they pay this much for electricity, the electricity they available as at when due. Imagine the hardship where people they go through this period. Fuel no day. Nobody they talk to us about the fuel situation at all. And yet, would they also no get light? If you manage to say make you go carry jerry can, buy fuel for inside generator where you be say you go use pump water because of say light no day to pump water. If you see how much they go charge you for filling station because of say you carry jerry can. Now problem be that. And then if to say the lights they will for the face, at least we know say if lights they will not get that issue with generator and all that. And yet they pay so much money for the small time when they go bring them. By the time they don't smoke off your unit. I feel say make government this sincere with us on what they do with this discourse. And because we hear say, the matter of this discourse is plenty. Because we hear say they get plenty money way on top of their head from the banks. So we don't want, and we don't know whether because say in the bid to try to, gather fund to settle the money then what they owe. Now wait till make they put the pressure on us. Consumer. But at the end of the day, make government put eye inside because at the end of the day, government get hand inside the matter. Make they put eye inside. Make we need to pay for what we not supposed to pay for. Anyhow.
Makes sense. All right. Make we check the Vanguard quickly. My people most see what's in the year. They say OPS rejects finance bill, says businesses' woes will worsen. Go check them out. They say new COVID-19 variant not in Nigeria. NCDC, they tell us so. Okay, thank God for that. Ex-minister loses traditional title for disrespecting Bauchi governor. Hey, who are you? Check out page 13. CBN defends sale of Polaris Bank to SCIL. The major anyway, they say we've been borrowing to fund petrol subsidy. Now, finance minister, they talk this one, they shout. We don't they borrow. Now, subsidy, they chop all the money. Now, be that. DSS arrest ISWAP's commander. One other for Kogi bomb blast. That one did there for page 13. Petrol, tanker drivers threaten strike over harassment by security agents. He go redder. Because he's already red, he go redder. All right, Tinubu, I'll bring peace, harmony to Nigeria if they live on for there. Anger caution as federal government inaugurates NDDC board. Okay. Chukudi.
And then what? Our security people there, we suppose they cut cap, they give them.
Then they try.
Every time when I get the chance, they talk at me and say, no now. Now then they make sure say we feel sleep with our two eyes closed though.
Yes, so.
I think it was 2 weeks ago when we've been discussing here and say President Muhammadu Buhari go Kogi State. And there was something bad happen. It not really to enter news like that. There was a bomb blast. There was a bomb blast. Those guys talk say now our presido now it be their target. Can you imagine? If you watch videos of what happened after, and these people get mad, they talk saying, Oga President be their target. Now it be say, the plan, a bad plan, oh.
The effrontery.
But our security people, them don't talk, say they don't arrest whatever they call the masterminds. The people where we say, now then think them, now then plan them.
Yes.
They don't arrest them. And then what? Make we talk through. Make we talk through. Our security people, then they try. First off, they get problem of resources. They get problem of personnel. And it's not really easy like that. It's not easy because with this kind of thing, because you don't know what's in the person's mind and you know the spirit.
Yes.
You go to trust your instincts, not Celestine. You go to trust your instincts to see, say, before this badness happen, make we take advantage of them. I go like beg government, say, I beg. If some bad people fit get the mind to plan, say, shebi na Oga President, we go deal with them. Oga President, Oga President, we say everything will concern security around them, supposed standard.
Yeah.
Although the badness no succeed. What about we when we dey at their mercy, when they fit do anyhow? So I beg, anything when these people need, make them give them. All the support, they don't need to they tell us. All the support what they need to use the ensure, say this is our country, the territorial integrity and corporate existence, the thing they kajad, make them do it.
Chukudi, I beg, no vex. You see this matter, if you talk about it, make you also look at it holistically. And when you look at it, make you also beg every arm of government where they involve, make them do their best to put an end to this insecurity matter. You know, they're enough to catch somebody, tell us you don't catch up. We catch somebody, they call Kabiri Sokoro sometime. Somebody will be say they're responsible for a Christmas Day bombing for some time ago inside this country. What's it happen at the end of the day? Should be inside a sitting governor's lodge, now they catch that man at the end of the day. What's it happen to that case till today? What's it be the end of that case till today? Somehow, just like say, don't they follow? So that's to tell you, say, we get an issue with fighting insecurity with sincerity of purpose. It be like say we need the day as honest as we supposed to be. Tomorrow now, we just ask you where these guys in day tomorrow now, what you go do? The ones in where be say cause our massacre, where they day today? What's it be the development? I beg Chuku, make we face make we answer, make we face something as it be.
I agree 100% with what my good sister, Precious talk. I know they follow her drag. See, boy, as for matter we concern security, the truth be say, many things they happen. When we, as ordinary Nigerians, we not fit see, we not fit talk.
Not true.
She did very, very on point by saying, make government itself, because at the end of the day, now that will to find an end to that problem, now he go determine. Maybe, as if he say now Oga President, God forbid, be their intended target. He go make them look say, okay, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Make we find solution to this problem once and for all. I agree with you, my good sister. Hey, Precious.
All right. Precious, you see anything?
But matter the lack of breakfast. So, that was see that headline where they doing.
Yes, so the headline choke.
You see that one where they doing. Just move aside the bit, make we read that. Use your mouth to read that. They read the writers, they make rest.
To fund petrol subsidy. Now, finance minister, they talk this one. They don't talk, say subsidy is unsustainable. To say to engage the National Assembly on securitization of 22.7 trillion naira. They say ways and means. They say awaiting investigations into alleged stamp duties diversion. Let's say things they move. And INEC gets 173 billion naira for elections.
So I know if you look that story where you know say for inside our top story today, we get one matter we get to do with how many money again? Where it be say EFCC use bad people for subsidy where it be say divert.
They move, yes. They move.
So this same subsidy where would they borrow to pay? See, I'm sorry to say, but if we never implement a law, we make corruption, we go mean say we get stiffer penalties for corruption. You see all this rubbish what they say. It no go stop. Because even inside this budget, we be so when we go inside that matter when that time reach. Oga President again mind tell us for inside this budget say you notice say National Assembly add some kind money to the tune of almost 1 trillion naira for inside budget. So it is very painful. Say we dey in a country where be say the country they it be like cloth where be say you don't squeeze so that you don't they tear, you don't they give way, and people still get mind they thief from the money then way they inside. And then what? Will they borrow to fund subsidy? And people, they thief the subsidy money. You know, you see, it be like something they fundamentally wrong with some of us, or the people, the way they are the hem of affairs. I mean,
you say some of us, okay. As you say us, now I want interject, but make we move. They say we can just run through the Guardian. There's Mbaka returns, excites Enugu faithful. They don't jubilate for there. Nigeria records 35 fresh COVID-19 cases. You see, this on the inside page 4. Go check them out. U.S. House is in chaos after Kelvin McCarthy loses speaker votes. They say petrol tanker drivers threaten nationwide strike. We don't talk that one already. We don't see MCB. Debt servicing gobs 80.6% of the 2022 revenue. Federal government seeks fresh 8.8 trillion naira loans. That one a normal thing. Loans, borrowing all the way. They say foreign airlines kick for fault return of ineffective COVID-19 travel protocols. And they say disruption in flight operations as ground landers collide with aircraft in Lagos. All right, matter the ground. Now the conversations we did here, as you can see, we'll just run the matter for you. Chukudi, you want to talk anything quickly? Quickly.
That picture when they the front page
the picture you want to look quickly.
Of the newspaper.
Oh yeah, sharp.
INEC office be this.
Sharp.
People gather. Because they won't collect their PVC.
For Abuja,
If they give me joy. If you look the picture, you can see that now young people. They give me joy.
Makes
sense.
Say
people they come out. And I also want beg INEC say anyway when they will make this thing very very easy for the people. Make them make them. Make them make them very easy so that because the truth be say person when get work when you they work person when get business no go live in business go one place 4-5 hours. You understand?
Yes.
We know say some people wait 9 hours. Abi how many hours before Burna Boy come on stage? You understand? But because they be outsiders, they were willing to stay outside, waiting for the African giant.
Wow.
So I won't beg. Anything we go fit make the thing very, very easy. If, for example, they talk say, if you they go so church, maybe go there, go collect them. You go, maybe they even recruit ad hoc staff. People will be say they don't talk say now work be this so una day jabi tomorrow today. Una day here. Make people go. Make people collect this thing because 6 million they very plenty.
It don't make sense.
It plenty.
It don't make sense at all. All right. Now the much of you take on top the papers. Make we open phone lines for make una follow us. Yan, you don't get the one we want to talk about, Abi. Oh yeah, the time go reach where you go follow us talk. Chukudi, thank you.
Fresh, and you thank you very much.
As Enando De Soto will come back in a minute.
Whether your marriage work or your marriage no work, it has nothing to do with the child.
Some widows, they lose their friends after widowhood.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay. A lot of our parents got it all wrong.
Who no get PVC? I'm so sorry for you. Thank God that I have my own.
Make sure say waiting they work for her, no they work for
Go. Take care of yourself and.
Better Talk, showing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday on top Wazobia Max TV.
So they careful who you they do. Oh God, when
God, am I a spoon?
As you come here, we say you're welcome to Better Talk.
So whether you dress or not, women have always been sexualized by men.
So long as say the law still there, just continue to forgive. What is that?
Whether your marriage work or your marriage no work, it has nothing to do with the child.
Some widows, they lose their friends after widowhood.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay. A lot of our parents got it all wrong.
Who no get PVC? I'm so sorry for you. Thank God that I have my own.
Make sure say waiting they work for her, no they work for
Take care of yourself and.
Better Talk, showing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday on top Wazobia Max TV.
So they careful who you they do. Oh God, when
God, am I a spoon?
As you come here, we say you're welcome to Better Talk.
So whether you dress or not, women have always been sexualized by men.
So long as say the law still there, just continue to forgive. What is that?
Whether your marriage work or your marriage no work, it has nothing to do with the child.
Some widows, they lose their friends after widowhood.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay. A lot of our parents got it all wrong.
Who no get PVC? I'm so sorry for you. Thank God that I have my own.
Make sure say waiting they work for her, no they work
Take care of yourself and.
Better Talk, showing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday on top Wazobia Max TV.
So they careful who you they do. Oh God, when
God, am I a spoon?
As you come here, we tell you welcome to Better Talk.
So whether you dress or not, women have always been sexualized by men.
So long as say the love still there, just continue to forgive.
What is that? Whether your marriage work or your marriage no work, it has nothing to do with the child.
Some widows, they lose their friends after widowhood.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Our parents, a lot of our parents got it all wrong.
And I don't see all the matter they will come out smoke on top the front page of newspaper. Time don't reach when it be say you go talk your own. Tell us how all this matter the way you see for newspaper, how they take DA for body. Begin call us now because small time now. 5 numbers go show for front of your screen. See them, they don't they show. These numbers, the numbers when you go call. I beg, call these 5 numbers them. And when you call us, try quench the voice of your TV. And then when you quench the voice of your TV, you know, say now only 60 seconds you get to use talk your mind. Now be saying now when we don't pick your call, now you come we will begin beg you. Quench them. That one go to delay our time because we don't get time for inside this breakfast show. I know say you go maintain good character and good talk. Make you no use bad word at all. Number also go show for inside WhatsApp. That one are just one single number. This one now where you see so and a WhatsApp number. I beg, only WhatsApp message now you go do to the number. I beg, try make it be say, you know, flash or call this WhatsApp number at all. And of course, for people who they watch us everywhere for the world, if you remember, say if you see they watch us for inside of YouTube, drop your message on the comment section for inside YouTube because we'll also read your message from that chat session for YouTube. We're going to read them as you be say you send the messages them one by follow. And make a hand over to my brother, the one say Fernandez. Oh, Italian names go wound you today.
He say Fernandez.
Make a hand over say they will make it.
I will take it. I will take it. As Fernandez, where I don't be today, make we enter the matter quickly. The ones where they hear, they say, pay attention to Obasanjo and Edwin Clark. Vote Peter Obi. Who talk this one? Now, Niger Delta Group. They give us these updates for there. We'll go give you the flesh inside the matter. 2023 budget, hopeless, says Obiangeli Ezekwesili. Say hopeless. 18 day hopeless. Okay, why she talk so? We'll go check them out. EFCC recovers 13 billion naira illegal fuel subsidy payments. Who did they pay them to? I believe say this money get trail. We will put the matter for there. You go see RCB. They say petrol seller sets friend ablaze. Why? Overcharger. Is that not madness? Okay. That one did there for the conversations with they as well. So we'll go put the flesh now and prepare. Honorable,
yes,
please go
sir.
ahead.
So the first one, you know, CB like this season, a season of, you know, supporting and drumming, endorsing people. So now you make it be say the 21st century youths of Niger Delta and agitators with conscience. Now they call they say 21st century youths of Niger Delta and agitators with conscience. Now be their name. They call themselves 21st century Sindak. They don't come tell Nigerians, say, "Mark gonna shine on an eye well, low." Listen to the thing where be say former president Oga Olusegun Obasanjo and the South leader Oga Edwin Clark don't talk because say that thing where they talk, it be like say sense they inside. This now according to them, they say because themselves they don't look all the presidential candidates and they don't find out say true sense they for the support where be say Oga president, former president Olusegun Obasanjo and Oga Edwin Clark they support the Labour Party candidate because say that one makes sense. The coordinator of the Niger Delta group is Zoibi, now being named for inside to the way be say Nack Newsman. He can't talk say after in touch light the pack of presidential candidates, 18 of them saying don't find that say them and their group will be 21st Sindec say they also don't find Peter will be worthy of votes and of support. So themselves they follow drum support. So make people hear the word of Oga Olusegun Obasanjo. What's in be your mind for inside that matter? We'd like to hear from you.
All right. The another matter with the other hand, I talked before, they say the former Minister of Education, Obiangeli Ezekwesili, don't raise concern over the 2023 national budget, describing it as hopeless. Why she talks so? The matter be say, say the budget is 21.83 trillion naira. aggregate expenditure and increase 1.32 trillion over the initial executive proposal of 20.51 trillion naira in the 8th and final budget of Buhari's regime. Because now the last one we go do be this as president. But reacting to the budget on Wednesday via her Twitter page, talk say they described the budget deficit, adding that it was important for Nigerians to get their permanent voters card because that budget, if you know, at least we'll definitely talk about them. We'll definitely talk about this budget. Make we know waiting they inside the budget, and you can understand why she talked this one.
All right, we'll move inside the next matter. Talking about the subsidy and budget, where BC will they talk about so this subsidy matter, we hear say EFCC don't come out talk say they don't bad people where BC pay some kind illegal subsidy matter to the tune of almost 13 billion naira. Hey, make I give you the story with flesh inside. So the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission don't recover about 13 billion naira as proceeds, as money will be illegal payment under the subsidy regime between 2017 and 2021. No, ask me which government been in charge that time. Read them well. So the reports, in fact, they can't read them in part. Make a talk up. He said the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the agency responsible for investigation and prosecution of fraudulent subsidies in the oil and gas in Nigeria, don't recover. Make a call the figure: 12 billion 998 million 963,178 kobo as proceeds, as money where we say waka anyhow for illegal payments where they make under the subsidy regime between 2017 and 2021. Illegal subsidy payment. So subsidy can't get only be illegal. Which one can't be legal? Who they responsible for the illegal payment? As they collect the money, what's in them do to the person where it be say pay? Who they spend so much money, over 3 trillion naira now don't spend to use pay subsidy for the year, last year alone. Over 3 trillion naira for last year alone subsidy. Person get mind, they thief money inside. Who be the people where they thief this money? What's in they do the person? What's in EFCC don't do the person? Now me could they talk say, if we not get stiffer penalties for this kind of corruption, hey, it go hard make the corruption end. Not be only to collect the money. What thing you go do the person after you collect the money? Well, now the matter be that you go like your
mind. The funny thing is say we they borrow the money for the subsidy.
Of course.
And the person, the people, the group of people, they thief them.
The one we will borrow. And tomorrow, and would they beg international community? Would they beg international community will borrow from? Please forgive all the money we borrow.
Forgive us our borrowing today.
Our
and
past
give us
borrowing.
our daily bread tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, the final matter where they hear, they say the roadside petrol seller identified as Akpan Okon Akpan has allegedly burning friend to death over phone charger. Okay. Okon was said to have set his victim, identified as Junior Ime Philip, ablaze and let him die after a disagreement over a phone charger. I don't understand. The Akwa Ibom Police Command confirmed the development after the suspect was arrested by operatives of the command. Parading the suspect and others at the command headquarters waiting for Uyo, the Commissioner of Police, Olatoye Durosini, said the suspect doused the victims with petrol during their disagreement, their argument, their, small fights where they get. And Incon lights the fire. As he pour on petrol, he lights him up. And the guy burned to death. Very, very, very sad situation. How you take see this matter? This one happened for Akwa Ibom as well. All right, so the phone lines don't they open? WhatsApp number 7 don't they available? Start to call us. Start to send us your message. Which of these stories touch you for body way you would like to talk about? Which one makes sense to you? Which one not make sense? Which one you would like chook mouth? We would like to hear from you this morning. Make we get the conversation as it be. If you just join us, welcome.
All right, Omotoyele Kayode from Ikorodu talk say, good morning, my people. NEPA brought 70,200 naira bill last month. We don't know how much they'll bring this month. Please, something should be done about it. Even if the way bank they deduct money for our accounts these days. Please. That's when you write them. Say somebody should say something. Oh, the same pain and well. You just put different exclamations like that for inside the matter. All right, and this message say, good morning, my people. Not be school administration fault. When parents don't see their children for days, why can't they go to school? Without the help of parents, protecting pupils and students can be very difficult. Ibafulu Anthony Ejiri from Orishon.
All right, Olisa, good morning.
Olisa, good morning.
Good morning.
We greet you. Go ahead.
Good morning. I want to talk about this thing where Obasanjo talk.
Oh, yeah, no.
Do you know that before Obasa was our president, APC presidential candidate, the governor at that time, Obi and Atiku, they work under this man. The thing where this man they talk now real because you don't watch them, watch everybody. You know their character, you know who is good, who is bad. You don't need to be talking too much. Everybody have known. Like somebody that say the APC president candidate that say we do something better. Which better thing? For this Lagos where we they see suffer. These people they say we be mumu, we not be mumu. We not be mumu, we they see. Now only Agberos, then team go feed they follow them because they benefit from that thing. I'm talking through money when they talk. Anybody who is see, make them they mention their name, make them not they hide them. Now they cause this problem for this Nigeria. If I see they not go mention me, I go just give them money. Anybody who see Nigerian money, make them they kill them. Instant like firing squad, he good.
Wow.
People go they run to contest, people go they run to do president. That's my contribution.
Thank you, Lisa. Miriam from Kaduna. Miriam.
Good morning, people of God.
Hey,
Miriam.
good morning, sister woman.
You dey waka.
Na Kaduna you dey now.
Miriam, you dey waka. You dey waka.
Miriam, thank you. We say make we tell you thank you. We see your handwork.
Yes,
we appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
As some kind Pamoyu local rights go take place with that thing.
Miriam.
Thank you so
God
much.
bless you.
Thank you very much.
God bless
Back
you.
to the matter. You see, this electricity tariff is really a very big problem. We are paying for darkness. The little light they will bring, vroom, they'll just suck off your unit.
We are paying for that.
Before you know it, you have lost 20,000. That 20,000 will not last you a month.
Yes.
You are going to load another one. I think this privatization that they said they did to NEPA, I don't know whether it's a scam or is the means of robbing Nigeria. I don't know banks and electricity companies. I don't know who are the most scammers amongst them because this thing is really draining. They say we should come out for NEPA hand. We don't come out for NEPA hand. We don't enter meter. The meter is even worse than the normal NEPA. Then this borrowing and borrowing, you know. Now Boroboro and Sons will be. Now Boroboro and Sons will just be for this country. And some people inside the borrowing, they still get mind, they see. I have been asking this question. The way these people are running this country, do they run their private businesses and their families like this? And if someone should happen to be their own director or manager or board of director in their own companies, if they are running their businesses like this, will they be happy? Then back to these tanker drivers that said they will go on strike.
Yes.
My brothers and my sisters, it don't read though. These people entered bus the other time last year in Lagos. A woman entered the bus and stopped the bus. Said she wants to collect a Owolokpa. What is Owolokpa? And the driver was telling us that it's the normal thing that they have to give money to police. I was like very surprised. Look at just imagine. And now they want to go on strike on the detriment of Nigerians. Then DSS arrest ISWAP, the ones that caused their attack that Kogi state. How about the ones they arrested in Owo? What is the name of the people they arrested? What is their identity? Where is their picture? Because they are the same people that they will catch after tomorrow now. They will release them and build a rehab for them and call them born again. They have repented. And why would others join the business? Go and collect your PVC.
Yes, so thank you. Thank you, Miriam. It's too much. Let's say we get Ahmed from Lagos. Hello, Ahmed.
Yes. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Oh, yeah, now.
Please, sir, I want to talk about this budget.
Oh, yeah, talk.
Hello?
We didn't hear you. We didn't hear you.
Okay, sir. Now, the budget matter I want to talk about too, because now I no understand when they use the budget money do. Because for Nigeria now, security too no dey tight for Nigeria. Imagine what happened when you are saying about this children school something. Supposing if the security is very tight, I don't think there will be any issue of all this kind of thing.
Okay. Okay.
Because now, if they will collect budget now, I don't know what they will do with it. Are they giving the people that they should give, or they are just using it for their own pocket?
Okay. Thank you very much, Hamad. Thank you, Hamad. Make we go all the way to Calabar. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
We greet you. We greet you. Yes, sir.
Pray, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Thank you. Welcome.
All right. Please, I wanted to ask a question.
Oh, yeah, now.
Is it because of this endorsement our president didn't give us an open speech this year.
What
and
are you
say
saying,
Nigeria
Ogi?
Happy New Year. That's one question.
Okay.
Number 2 is about this fuel tax.
Yeah, now.
During good luck, Jonathan, when they talk about fuel subsidy, and then they go on strike. Why they don't want to go strike this time around? And these people are doing anyhow they want. Is it that Nigeria don't have anybody to speak for us as a pharmacy? Please, let's look into it.
All right.
That's my own contribution.
Thank you, Henry. Let's take Jerry from Lagos. Hello, Jerry.
Yeah, good morning.
We greet you,
Good morning,
sir.
Jerry. Welcome.
Yeah. About this money where they want borrow, what will be the thing where they want use and do?
To fund the budget.
Fund the budget.
Fund budget.
Yes.
The budget where them pass. Our Oga Buhari say he knows say they pass the budget. He still went ahead to sign it.
Yeah,
What
he had
did
his
happen?
reasons for that as well.
For this one, where would they for Nigeria? You know, say the thief, the people, what is going on? We could ask ourselves now. Because now you say coronavirus don't enter town again.
Well, according to NCDC, they say the variants never enter Nigeria as well. So
in Lagos and in Abuja.
Okay.
And that is another avenue to scoop money. People say now Malafo inside cross soup so for this administration. Anything at all they go on.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very
so
much, Jerry. Thank you very, very much.
All right, Mark, we'll go to messages. AY Talk, say good morning to you all. It is a shame that despite the situation we are going through in this country, they are secretly increasing our NEPA bill by secret deduction, putting us in hardship. I was surprised when I noticed that I am paying double of what I used to pay previously, provided we get the good light, no wahala. Made them increase them. It will reduce cost of fuel and spending that we spend on generator every month. That's how you talk. God's power, the callers from Benue State.
Hello, God's power. God's power, you did here? Let's say they listen to us for TV. God's power, you go try call us back so that we'll go fit get your contribution. I beg, make we just let you know again. I beg, when you don't connect, turn down the volume of your TV or turn them down. Or if you know if you turn them down, just go another room where television not there so that we'll go follow you talk on top your phone. And so it could take make sense. I beg. I no call the WhatsApp line. We no go pick that one. Yeah, perfect.
All right, good morning, Wazobia. Happy New Year to you all, Precious Adewo and Chukudi. Our debt servicing has reached over 5 billion naira. God have mercy. I foresee more taxes for Nigerians. Please let us shine our eyes very well and choose good leaders. Helen from Anambra State, now sending that message. Moving on to the next one. Anonymous, say good morning, Wazobia. I beg, no reach this one out to. Okay, all right. All right. Good morning, my good people. God bless you and Happy New Year on a set weller. Thanks, Prep, for the disco matter. In the last 8 years, I've recharged 15K. In the last 8 days, rather, I have recharged 15K. I checked a few minutes ago now. What I have left here is 8 units. This is really very terrible. For how long are we going to travel in this situation or to, be in this situation? Talking about insecurity, I agree with Precious, said they should always be general public. Let the general public see the end to the arrest. That's what you're saying. How can you arrest someone and then you let the person go? We'll not hear about them again. How can a president who has few months left to vacate office still go ahead to borrow money? Now, wow, you say I come in peace. AB from Williams Estate. After all this thing you talk, you can't come in peace. Okay, now.
With all this violence.
With all this violence you bring, you come in peace. And then, good morning. All right. This says, my Lagos, Michael from Lagos Rollery say, my contribution to this, to the children that were caught in hotel is disheartening. The major causes of this are poor parenting, and the rate at which most of these children are free is very surprising. I went to work at one of the schools in Lekki during their end of year celebration. What I saw those children doing with each other is shocking. I reported to the school authority and I was told they are aware of what they are doing, that they are aware that they are dating. No morals, no fear, spoiled children in possession of iPhone 14, access to huge funds and drugs. Go to club, they are already there. Many in hotels. The government needs to do something fast. If not, they should be ready to build enough psychiatric homes and prisons. God help us in this country. Now, wow. This matter, it is very scary, especially as a parent. And good morning. 2014, Buhari talk say nothing like subsidy, saying a scam. That was actually 2012, right? You can't say. But now, Buhari and in government, they use our name, borrow money, to pay subsidy. Scammers. My name now, Mr. Paul. I greet you now. We greet you back, Paul. Yeah, person they see brighter when he day for the inside the position where he day. John Jaffet from Jos talks. Say, good morning, my people. Happy New Year to you all. We went for our PVC yesterday, and unfortunately, my family of 4, only 1 PVC was available. We were told that the other 3 is nowhere to be found. What do we do? Wish you a very happy new year. My brother, go back again next week. Make you go check them again. They say they sort some of them out still now. So if you go back next week. Good morning, Precious, and all men in the house who from Linus. We self will greet you. And good morning, my people. You see wickedness where they shell it. Now, so you talk, you say, also politicians from Nigeria no get shame. When Baba OBJ endorsed Buhari in 2015, APC call him saint. When him support Atiku for 2019, him be good leader. But when he support Labour Party now, him don't become devil to APC and PDP. Now, wow, politicians, now, yo, when it favors you, you smile. When it does not favor you, so you can't talk. Then one borrow again, for now, when our local foreign debts and local and foreign debt, they smell everywhere. Well, OBJ, don't talk them. This government no get shame. Where you go on and on with that. Now God go help us. Happy New Year. Nnamdi. Now send that message. Nnamdi. On a message today, all of them carry weight. They like say they get children, because they big well. On a good morning, Bright from Asaba Talk say when I get concerned today, na Clark and OBJ when they support Obi, how are we sure say no be friends of benefits? Now you be say they look at this one. So you talk a lot concerning that matter. You can't even mention one company name, but make I leave that matter to you. Thank you so much for your message.
Innocent, good morning. Hello, Innocent.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Prepre and Dewo.
Good morning.
Yes, so welcome, sir. Go ahead.
What of a double chief?
In the chillax small.
In the chillax with family.
You guys are doing a very great job.
Thank you
very much.
You see, if you look at the matter of this country, you don't tire everybody. Because all the politicians, the way I look at them, they are scammers. If they see somebody who is ready to play a role that will not favor them, they will kick against the person. So if you look at it now, me, I have been a NEPA. I work with a NEPA.
Okay.
I spent like 15 years. When I discover what they are doing, it is very bad. I have to resign and pick another job, which I'm doing now. Now, people now, they are still, a lot of people, they are blind. They are still follow the blood leader. PVC, like me now, since 2014, since 2011, I've gotten my PVC. I vote for 2015, 2019. This time around, and even in my office, I told them, go and get your PVC. I am not campaigning for anybody. Look at the person who you know that is capable to do this work.
Absolutely.
Don't just say because of this one is a troublesome taking company because you want to follow them. No.
Yeah.
It is time for us to do the right thing. But the youth, they are the black people. Some of them, they are going after 5,000. In my street, they come to me and say, look, I should vote for a social candidate. I will not mention the candidate that are going to give me 10,000. I say, look at me. I cannot sell my car shirt. Number one, 10,000 cannot buy anything for me.
At all.
He cannot even fuel my car for 2 days.
At all.
So please, I am advising in Nigeria, we should, 2023, if you don't get it right.
Yes, we'll get your PVC. All right, thank you very much, Innocent. Let's say we get another call on the line. Hello?
Yes, sir, Edevo. And then Your Excellency, you are on to SMB.
SMB, welcome.
Good morning.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, I don't know, you are looking good.
Thank you.
Edevo, you too, you are not looking bad.
That is what excellencies do. That is what we do for a living.
Thank you very much. You see, discuss secretly hike electricity price tariff.
Yeah.
You see, Edevo, not only discourse, even these decoders we are using. They will told you if you describe this for 1 month, so amount is taking you 1 month. Do the calculation, highest 13 days. And nobody is thinking about it. Highest 14 days. So This is digit we are talking about. And we have National Information Technology Development Agency. It's a public service agency who happens to transform everything that has to do with digits in the country. This digit of a thing, we are talking of number, starting from 0 to 1. So what do you expect if you don't have this skill? So many things are happening. Since February 2021, this price has been hiked, except people never know. You remember they said they are going to review the prepaid meter all round. That is when you buy the card, you can spend 2-3 days without entering the card. That is how they do it. So please, we should be careful. And lastly, the issue of the children found in the hotel. The delinquency in our society today is getting so much. Believe in me, if you go to our secondary schools, you will be very surprised if you see the kind of activities that is going on there. So there should be guidance and counseling in every home if we really want to get it right. Because I never know why the government did not have this guidance and counseling in our schools curriculum. Only a small office you see as a guidance and counseling office. Who does that? So each and every parent should have this guidance and counseling unit in their apartment, in their home. Even if your home is face me and face you, you have to get that guidance and counseling department. Thank you very much. I remain SMB from
SMB.
Thank you, SMB.
Talking.
Makes sense.
I remember when we go school, should we even get guidance and counseling department for your school? Then we been get them. And but the thing for parents to get them, how many parents?
But I think na private school, I ain't get that kind of thing. The one where I go na private school. Okay. So I don't know whether public school.
Me, I go public school. I go public school. And those days, yes, the person they come. They get guidance and counseling. Then those days, it's before the war.
I know, before the war. Hey, wahala.
All right, my people, now here I miss a go bar break. I see on a message is not vexed, but if your message gets to do with the budget and questions where you get surrounding the budgets and the borrowing for the budget, begin to send them, continue to send them, bring and come on, because we want to enter inside our next discussion now. And Bola and Oloje there, it don't ready to bring us to break down the budget one by follow. As it be say we won't borrow, we did in deficit of almost 12 trillion naira for inside the budget. Meaning, say the money what we get for pockets to use fund the budget, they short of 12 trillion naira. What we go fit do as a nation to use scope for inside this matter? Now, what we want enter now to break down the 2023 budget. After this break, stay with us so they come back.
Mr. Demola, you are a disgrace and you have disappointed me. You are fired from this organization.
Sir, broadcast journalist, Uncle Jimmy Disu.
This government has failed, by my own estimation.
Person when we say, when it comes to news work, he be senior man.
The level of suffering in this country. Vote for the person who will improve your life, because after this 2023, there will be no excuses.
For talking, he be senior man.
They know that the man has difficulty. From health challenge to name it, it is there for you to see. The world has changed. That's why I tell you that people don't think, they don't think deeply. This election will go happen, go be baba. Like, it go be baba.
We deserve a round of applause. Yes. T-Day today. And this, now Asiwaju.
Asiwaju Hot Friday special with Jimmy Disu live every Friday 7 p.m. on top wazobiamax TV.
Ogbonge broadcast journalist Uncle Jimmy Disu.
This government has failed. By my
politicians come they do so.
On top the matter, as they take affect country people. Now there we don't carry on and enter inside so.
Cocoa of the matter. Politicians, experts, and our leaders, they go touchlight the matter, give us.
You sef, go chook mouth, talk your own. For
Cocoa of the matter.
Cocoa of the Matter, showing Mondays to Fridays, 6 p.m. on wazobiamax Abuja on UHF 25.
Every day, plenty things they happen for this our country.
But on top politics and leadership, Now there plenty matter dey to settle.
Wetin government dey talk and the one where politicians come dey do so.
On top the matter, as they take affect country people, now there we don't carry on enter inside so.
Cocoa of the matter. Politicians, experts, and our leaders, they go touchlight the matter give us.
You sef, go chook mouth, talk your own. For
Cocoa of the matter.
Cocoa of the Matter, showing Mondays to Fridays, 6 p.m. on Wazobia Max Abuja on UHF 25.
Every day, plenty things they happen for this our country.
But on top politics and leadership, now there plenty matter dey to settle.
Wetin government they talk and the one where politicians come dey do so.
On top the matter, as they take affect country people, now there we don't carry on enter inside so.
Cocoa of the matter. Politicians, experts, and our leaders, they go touchlight the matter give us.
You sef, go chook mouth, talk your own. For
Cocoa of the matter.
Cocoa of the Matter, showing Mondays to Fridays, 6 p.m. on Wazobia Max Abuja on UHF 25.
Every day, plenty things they happen for this our country.
But on top politics and leadership, not there.
All right, welcome back, my people. Now, still the Good Morning Nigeria show. And if you just join us, well, you don't miss the first part. But this one, I believe, say you will also want to hear about them. Because today we want to talk about the budget. Yes, the Nigerian budget, the 2023 budget, where Oga Presido don't sign. And plenty matter there on top of that one. Because the thing, it shocked people looking at the amount of money where we need to make sure, say, this budget, they active. The ones who will go borrow and the ones who will go find. That conversation they there. But make we even hear waiting Oga Presido talk, because for here today we get better guests who go join us. We go discuss this matter as it be. So after this video, then we'll go introduce our guests. When we hear waiting Oga Presido talk at the signing of the budget. Check them out.
Today provides for aggregate expenditures of 21.83 trillion naira, an increase of 1.32 trillion naira over the initial executive proposal for a total expenditure of 20.51 trillion naira. As is customary, the Honorable Minister of Finance, Budget and the National Planner will subsequently provide more details of the approved budget and the supporting 2022 Finance Act. We have examined the changes made by the National Assembly to the 2023 Executive Budget Proposal. The amended fiscal framework for 2023, as approved by the National Assembly, shows additional revenues of 765.79 billion naira and an unfunded deficit of 553.46 billion naira. It is clear that National Assembly and the Executive need to capture some of the proposed additional revenue sources in the fiscal framework. This must be rectified. I have also noted that the National Assembly introduced new projects into the 2023 budget proposal, for which it has appropriated 770.72 billion naira. The National Assembly also increased the provisions made by ministries, departments, and agencies by 58.55 billion naira. Nonetheless, considering the imminent transition process to another democratically elected government, I decided to sign the 2023 appropriation bill into law as passed by the National Assembly to enable its implementation to commence without delay. I have, however, directed the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning to engage with the legislature to revisit some of the changes made to the executive budget proposal, and it is my hope that you will receive cooperation in this regard from the National Assembly. I also urge the National Assembly to reconsider its position on my proposal to scrutinize the federal government's outstanding ways and means balance of the central bank.
All right, welcome back, my people. I believe I don't hear waiting Oga Presido talk regarding the 2023 budget. And if you listen closely, you go see some, you go hear some kind of things we say. Suppose shock you, say, waiting happen. But no worry, we don't dey here to discuss them as it be. And for those who don't understand waiting the budget be about, we will discuss them as well. The numbers go they open for you to call us. The WhatsApp number said they open for you to send us your questions and your contributions when we get to open them for that kind of conversation. But for studio here, we get better guests who go follow us talk the matter. Oga Bola Olojede dey here, and in a person with sabi the things when it comes to financial matters for as the thing they go. Oga Bola, welcome.
Yeah, nice to be here.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
You say we set you up because put you on top our yellow couch. No worry.
See, this yellow chair is different from the one we on this. So.
And executive matter you want to discuss.
Executive matter I want to discuss. I will also get Fagbo Frank. Fagbo Frank, my guy.
How you doing?
Money matter man. All right, so Oga Bola, looking at the budget now, because a lot of people, they scared. Nigerians, they scared because of the amount where the budget carry for 2023 and how we go get the money. So when you first hear about the budget and the amount, how did it take, waiting you reason looking at that?
Okay, I hope that you go like what
Please, feel free. Talk about
me. I be advocate of large budget.
Okay.
Nigeria has been doing all this 10 trillion, 15 trillion, 17 trillion. I think 2020 was like 17 trillion. This is a country of over 200 million people. A South Africa of 60 million people, they do 2 times that number, 3 times. In fact, in certain years, 4 times that number. What would they do? So what are we spending? By the time when you take that budget and you say, what is the spend per citizen? It's just like a drop in the ocean. So as far as the size, this is the fattest budget in the history of Nigeria. As far as the size is concerned, it is, my expectation be say, as we move along, we will feel do like 2 times, or possibly 3 times what we're looking at right now.
Okay.
The problem, no be the size, now the funding of that size.
Exactly.
So you get 20 trillion budget. How much be the money where you say one put for inside that? Now where the problem they that. So now my initial reaction to that side, I say, see the size of the deficit with the this deficit itself. Be like say he passed the revenue, we go there.
I mean, help us break down that word deficit for people where they watch, we don't understand what you mean by deficit.
Deficit be say you won't spend 20, but now only 10 you get. The remaining 10 where you no get, now deficit be that. So how you go get that 10? Whether you borrow, you steal, whatever you want to do with the now that one that they call deficit. That amount where you no get.
Where you no get.
Now be the deficit.
Okay.
So Oga Bola, when we look at least the 2022 budget, so EBC just finished, the government, the talk say they spent over 12 point something trillion, for some kind matter them, especially as a consigned debt servicing. We can make the debt servicing, for 2022 hit over 80% of the entire resources we will gather. And so that one can make us get what they call fiscal deficit for inside the matter. With the way we see this budget now, take B, we already day on deficit of over almost 12 trillion naira. Meaning say the money where we get for pockets to use fund the 21 point something trillion budget, the one we'll get for pockets, we not get almost 12 trillion to use fund the budget. That is for money we will never make. Wait till they see for our eye, we will go fee make. About 12 trillion no go day, we will go make put inside. Waiting be the future, for this matter. What will go feed do? Because everybody they fear. Remember, say when they complain, say we already overshoot a threshold for borrowing with CBN. And that's not a thing already. So considering say they still seek to borrow, to adopt for inside this one, both locally and internationally. What's be the strength of our economy to handle, this size of budget so you say you like?
You see, they popular to say what I want to say now. We have a debt problem. But the problem is revenue. Debt is a problem, but the problem is revenue. It is because our revenue dey poor now make our debt become unsustainable. Because as a Nigeria get big GDP, we get big GDP. Yes, we get big GDP, but no be GDP. Then they take repay debt, na revenue. As long as you are not able to translate that your big GDP to revenue, you must a mash break for debt. Because no be GDP, you go take pay am, na revenue you go take pay am. And now what don't begin play out, where would they see be that? That's why in the current budget, I think about 5.2 trillion has been earmarked.
For servicing.
For servicing.
Not be to pay the debt, to just touch them.
Now, when you take that figure, 5.2, Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, the amount that was released for capital expenditure last year, up until November, was said to be about 1.88 trillion naira. So somebody, they released 1.88 trillion for capital budget, but he won't spend 5.2 trillion for debt servicing. So there is a major distortion in that. But the thing is saying, the budget we have right now will be the final document. And that is because this is an election year. When the new guy comes, as a matter of fact, there might not be much of the implementation for the first few months. The focus we will see for ground now election. So now the new guy, now he go run the better part of this budget where they talk. And when he comes in, if he get different priorities, so if you say, oh, this place where they won't do this one, no, me, I don't like that one. I'm waiting, I won't do this. So he go propose an amendment, he go propose supplementary. So we still don't have a final document as we speak, in my frank opinion. And that is how it works. So the call on that guy now be saying, make he begin work. We don't know who the guy go be. But he get to start working now. You don't see the numbers. You don't see the budget. You don't see our debt. You don't see our revenue. You see everything. So get your team to get on that budget right now and begin the work.
Just now, not be saying now.
Not be when you.
So that means all the presidential candidates when
they begin work. They get team now. They get team and they pay teams. Let them start the work.
I like the way you say, in your frank opinion, it just be like say you expect the question. A quick one. The major issue for this budget now, okay, revenue. Correct. Because a lot of countries in the world, they get basic. We say they owe. They don't collect basic. Even US, their debt pass our entire budget. So the likes of those countries, even some countries for inside Africa. But as you talk and say, the basic way they owe no be the problem, but how you think say if we generate more revenue to make sure okay we service our debt, and also implement the budget. Waiting be your how you take reason that angle and waiting be your observation regarding that.
For revenue, we dropped the ball in several areas. This is a country, we don't do 2.5 million barrels of oil per day on the average. November 2005, I always quote.
Yeah.
In September, it was 937,000 barrels. We've dropped the ball.
But now we're back to
we're working, and then we're back to
1.3. Yeah, 1.3.
That's significant. Can we continue to rev that up? Those are low-hanging fruits. What are we doing wrong? What can we quickly fix as far as that is concerned? The energy crisis, where did the world? It not be like, say, it will disappear over the next 6 months. So can we rev up our production and be able to make more money than we have been making in the days of 936,000 barrels? That is one.
Okay.
On the second part, there's a finance bill. Let me call it a bill because I don't think the president has assented to it already.
No, not yet.
Yeah. So the National Assembly, they don't pass up. Now, that bill is meant to help drive that budget. But it gets certain things we still do inside that bill as it be, in my own opinion. Because you see, this country, we don't put the tax burden of this country on the formal sector. Now then they carry on. So that's these same people that are already carrying 30% in company income tax, carrying another 2.5 in education tax. And this is the same people, when you are increasing education tax, you're increasing all those increases, you are piling it up on the same people. Consequences there for that. You go get, they will buckle. The body may be too much. And that is counterproductive. They don't go invest. It starts to affect investment in the economy. How about the huge informal sector what are we doing to bring qualified taxpayers into the tax net? Beyond that, to ensure an improved efficiency of collection of taxes. Even for state-level taxes, in many states, deductions are made from staff salaries. They are not remitted. They are not remitted. So the effectiveness of collection of taxes, bringing more people into the tax net, we need to deal with this matter and before we start thinking of raising tax levels. If we're not careful, this tax will they raise, the effect will be counterproductive. We expect that it will help to drive increased revenue, Abi. It may, in the long run, if we're not careful, either stagnate the revenue or maybe even decrease.
If we're even talking about, if we talk about the fact, say, okay, you want to try see how they fit block loopholes to a lot of the things where they happen for our fiscal, for our economy. And what will be your observation regarding Treasury single accounts where the government put in place, especially the Buhari administration? So if you say that one no block a lot of loopholes as regards making sure, say, all of the funds and revenues we say government they generate, it fall into one basket.
It helped dramatically. There was once a time in this country when an NPC said, no, some account we ain't get. Because the account were everywhere. Banks abroad, Nigeria, this bank, that bank, that bank. So when you streamline it, it will help. It has its own challenges, though. But as far as keeping on top of your revenue is concerned, it helped. However, trust our people. I begin to ask myself how things like Accountant General taking 109 billion naira from the system, how it take happen. So the level of accountability we still there within the system is doubtful. So there is still huge corruption, which is part of what we must fix. Fixing corruption goes beyond the issue of improving our revenue, because if you don't allow people to steal, it means you will get more money for wallet. It also adds to building trust with the people. So when you are saying tighten your belt, and you say, I make I tighten my belt, I tighten my belt. See your people, they steal the money left and right. They don't fit tighten their own belt. Waiting be the sacrifice where government itself they bring to the table. So that takes us to the issue of cost of governance. Wastage, cost of governance. For you to ask me to come and carry more tax on my head, what do you don't do to all those wastage with all your corridor?
So that one they reflected in these budgets. That's amendment, that adjustment, it reflects on this budget so they just sign. Because every year would they see then they budget something. For instance, would they buy kitchen utensils every year? Would they buy would they do different things every year? So this thing where you talk now, the adjustment is show for this budget.
Newspaper allowance.
Newspaper allowance.
It gets some of them. The last time I really sat down with the budget of Nigeria, I reviewed over about 3 years or thereabout. In certain small areas, yes.
Some of them
don't come down. But
it don't come down, but it's still there. And they did necessary, say they're supposed still there.
It did.
Do you buy
those say the budget where go? Make I give you one popular one. The so-called figure where National Assembly they put inside the budget.
About the 850 billion naira thereabouts.
The budget will go now 20.5. The one will come on at 21.83.
Yes, exactly.
That's right.
About 1.3 don't join.
Don't join.
The problem with a lot of those numbers, in the years that I analyzed some times ago, I found out, say, when you look, in fact, I isolated some items. When I sat down with the budget office of the Federation, I found out that those items that I identified, they already have it. They have it on a separate Excel sheet. I said, okay, you guys already have this number. What? They said they are insertions from the National Assembly.
So now the National Assembly they responsible for this.
They put some of those numbers there. Some of those numbers I'm talking about, they are either on costed projects. When you look at the numbers, it doesn't gel. It doesn't make sense. So you're wondering, why is this number here? By the time you look at it, you see that budget office has isolated it. It was put there by the National Assembly. You see duplicated projects. We will do traffic lights in Nnewi, in Southeast, in this, in that. By the time you look at it, you're asking yourself, is Nnewi not part of Southeast?
Not part of Southeast?
Is this? Then you see, we will do this particular project. You see the description, exactly what you have in A is exactly what you have in B. But why the price is 500,000 in one, it is 2.5 million in another one. You're asking yourself, the same exact description, why is it like this? It is because a lot of those insertions were poor work. They lack the necessary rigors that should have gone into arriving at a budget number. But the National Assembly will still push these numbers into various part of the budget.
Okay. Make we just let our people know, say, yes, this conversation where we get now, it also evolve on that. What do you think about the 2023 budget where Oga President don't sign and how this thing affect you, how you take Siam personally from your own perspective? We go like know as well. The WhatsApp number, they there, the phone number, don't they open. Call us and tell us what you think as well. So, Oga Bola, one of the concerns about Nigerians regarding this budget, now the fact say, Oga President talk say in no, say some kind of extra things as you take talk, don't they added, but in still sign up. So, according to the talk when you talk, it says so that because of say we did the year of transition and in the go one make things delay, so that's why he sign up. So. Yeah. People they talk say, "She in this one, na good, na smart move, or in the come out, in no go need to sign them at this point." What thing you feel?
Not be the first time we say that with that. In previous periods too, by the time the budget comes back to him, in sessions don't fool the place.
They don't adjoin.
They don't adjoin. Okay. And I remember vividly on one occasion, he actually declined to sign, and it became an issue, which over time he had to agree and sign. So there is still a problem that we need to fix if we are serious about using the budget as a critical planning tool in this country. The right of National Assembly to insert project into that budget, I think is something that may require some legal interpretation. Should they be doing that?
Do they have the right to do that?
I don't know. Now, he decided to go ahead and sign again because this is already the budget here. Over the past 3 years, for example, we've been able to pass the budget in the year preceding the budget year, even if it is the last day of that preceding year. But in this particular year, we have already entered the year, and we have not signed the budget. So it's as if we're going back to those days when budget used to be signed in March, in April. And I guess he didn't want that. So he said, okay, let me sign, but make una go reconcile, make una go cross the T's and dot the I's.
Okay, so we need to cut you, I beg. We get a caller on the line. Make we take this person. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Welcome.
Morning.
Good morning.
All right.
Thank
we
you,
hear
welcome.
you.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
I want to add this budget they are signing into this country. 2021 project where they sign. What did they use money to do? Because they already signed. All they are to borrow. All this borrow now will affect us in 6 short time. It's not from now. Because while I talk of Nigeria have money to develop this country. The people are not stealing this money. Why can't you stand for that people that are stealing this money, collect out all this money for their hands? Let's investigate everybody out to get more money to develop our country. Then we can go into borrow. Then you go and steal money, you pay somebody else. You don't take action for that person. What do you get the next person? What do you expect to do? To thief more. My boss is thief, so let me see more money from the country.
Thank you. Oh,
Thank
Lisa,
you.
stand by.
We go,
Lisa,
Lisa.
good morning.
Lisa.
Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
This padding for this budget padding. Let me tell you something. The major problem of Nigeria is our senator. That's our problem because both the PDP, all the parties that are in the Senate country, they are our problem. They go for the selfish interest. Padding or not padding, we have like what they always tell us, rubber stamp lawmakers. Because these people, they go there to make their money. They don't go for any people. Look our area like this. All the constituency projects, they will never do it. Only putting street light, putting something. The way vote for them to go and empower themselves and drive luxury cars, they go to America or go to London to do meeting, but they will not use the same what they see in London, what they see in America, to add it in this our country. Why do we have this problem? Now this government, we pray they should go, because I never see anything, or eradicate all this our senator, all this something, because we don't need it in Nigeria.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Make we take Mariam call. She did for Kaduna. Mariam, good morning.
Yes, good morning, everybody in the house.
Good morning,
Mariam.
This budget and its padding, all the money they recovered from budget padding, the previous budget padding, and including the one they said subsidy padding now, who are the people that stole that money? Why won't they collect that money from them and add it to this budget? What about the revenues they are generating from the oil companies and the FIRSC? Abi? What those FIR something where those people that are collecting our taxes? Why won't they collect those money from those parastatals and join it to this budget? How about the recovered loot they have been collecting? What have they been doing with all those monies? How much, they say they are building infrastructures. How much are they using to build a bridge? How much do they use in building railway? These monies, they are busy stealing. And they are equally borrowing on top of the one they have borrowed. They are not paying back. They are just servicing the debt. That means we are still owing. And most of these debt they are collecting, they have not told us the terms and conditions. Those ones that they are writing in small letters, they have not told us what it takes to collect such amount of money from wherever they are getting those monies from. Why would the president sign budget in just remain 4 months and some days for him to go and he's signing a budget that another person is coming to work on? Is it right?
All right, thank you. So Oga Bola, reacting to their question, we could look at the trust issue we will get for Nigeria. We could look at the different money that they don't map out so the thing like capital expenditure that's about over 6 trillion naira and all that. You think it's a fair thing to put that kind of money on an election year when you know say you commode to put capital expenditure at 6 trillion naira? And then the trust issue, the way like, from the revenue generation, trickling down to how the money they remitted to government. In no day fair say if for good make government put things in place, because as it stands now, it mean like say government they get hope on government-owned enterprises (GOEs) to use source for more funds for inside these budgets. But when you they source for more fund and the fund they leak for corner, what's be the right thing where this government supposed to do at least to make sure say them tighten every loose end, make it be say any money will manage squeeze out, we go use them judiciously.
That one a continuous fight, it's all still part of the corruption. The other time I mentioned. After all this measure we don't take, how was it easy for somebody to just take out 109 billion single individual from the system?
Not even all we will know, maybe more.
The one where we see. The one where we see. And there may be several other individuals who have similar access. We don't carry money work out for this system. So it's for me, the current government is winding up. The challenge now for the one where they come. They need to start the work now. If they wait, wahala go come. So that as they resume for that 29, within a week, cabinet don't full. People don't resume for their debt. They don't begin this work. In fact, some of the work when they go do in those early months, they put them down as they speak. This is how things work. I remember in the old George Bush Jr. regime, 1 year to that administration, Condoleezza Rice has put together a team.
Yes.
They don't begin the work. This is how to deal with this matter. The issue of capital budget and the rest of it, like I said, we have
in an election year.
In an election year, we have not even seen the last of this budget. So what you're likely to see, they've rolled over the previous year's budget up till March. So which means that the capital expenditure can continue to be disbursed along the line.
But the time frame not too short. The time frame, considering they get less than 6 months now to
but you see, they have obligations. If there are ongoing construction, you're not going to stop it because you want to wait for the next government. Government, we have to have that. It's a continuum, and that has to be, the mentality has to be there. So if I say, I want to finish Lagos Ibadan before I go, and it is still 90-something, I'm not going to say I will stop it and wait till May. What is important is also the fact that the new guy where they come, like I said, he go do amendments. He go do supplementary. He go revise the budget in line with his own priorities. That is the reality. So we have not seen the last of this document.
Mr. Bola, I like how you take talk. But then, speaking of corruption and all this budget padding, we say you don't talk. Now, one thing to pad the budget, but then if you take a look at what's they happen for normal organization, for instance, let's take a look at a company A. Company A in a public company, and after company A don't release their budget for the year to investors, they'll say, okay, now this amount I won't spend on this, now waiting I won't spend on that. Auditors, they always come towards the end of the year, come audit how all the money will be say you do waiting, you talk, say you will use this amount to do. You apportion this amount to this particular project. who be the guys where done the auditors in the past? And if you check our record, you go see PwC, the likes of the big fours, have always been instrumental in auditing our entire expenditure for the year. You get. Share if you say lapses no also the auditor, because now one thing for person to pad budget. Now also another thing for auditor to make sure say they checkmate that thing where we say they pad.
Okay.
Yeah.
It gets other checkpoints.
Yeah.
There's an office of the auditor of the federation.
Yeah. Now wait. Yeah.
Yes. And then there are occasions when the likes of PwC comes in, made a special project. Oh, there is an NNPC. When you have government enterprises, you can appoint a different auditor outside of, so all those things are there. But you see, we have to look at this from the perspective of a more comprehensive performance management system. We're not going to wait till all the money has been spent and then an auditor comes and say he wants to audit.
Wants to check.
By that time, every expense that has been made can be justified. They will give you document and they'll tell you why it happened. But if we have periodic checks, a more robust performance management system, we can at least be able to see these problems before they finally consume us, stop something, check direction of certain things, and we can be better for it. As it is today, when government says my budget performance is 80% on a particular, say, project, what do you think they are saying? They are not saying that that project has reached 80%. They are saying I have spent 80% of the money.
So regardless
is that how to measure the performance? Why not from the perspective of what I have on ground?
The project.
The project in itself. Rather than how much I have disbursed to that particular project.
So, when would they talk about this, it's very funny because we could even look at largest revenue source, will be crude oil. Crude oil, they make a little just about 3 trillion for inside this budget, so we see with the plan. So based on the benchmark we BC they inputs, and that they very poor. They make you look at other places so they look crude oil, non-oil revenues. We supposed be give us more money, but insecurity go fit let us achieve as much as we go fit achieve from those directions because that's another problem entirely. Well, before you answer that question, make I take some WhatsApp messages because WhatsApp day here. Baba Ibeji from Dokpemu Agege say, Precious, please help me ask your guest, how much is Nigeria debt right now? And how much will they take service and right now? And also, how much is petroleum all over the world? And how much are we expecting to make from petrol? He asked me, give a breakdown. The maker take this other question. He said, the large budgets as said by the interviewee is not a problem, but revenue, right? He said, now, where are the projects for these budgets allocated? What are they doing about fiscal responsibility? And then the government is very large and there is a lot of wastage, especially the legislative and executive arm. What thing they go do to correct that one? Make us still take another one. He say he should not be the one signing that budget. He should let the upcoming president do the signing. Now responsibility. And he said, good morning, Wazobia.
The upcoming president.
Good morning, Wazobia. Please, this every year budget, I have not seen what they have done with the money yet. So they should just call it money to share, not budget at all. Now, so you talk. And the maker finally take this message before I get your response. This message said, like I said, Buhari budget, it will not help Nigeria, but add self to the economy, add hardship, you mean, to the economy. This country is how many population, and this budget self, he say no go even help us. Say go add hardship. So make you begin address this
rather than saying budget.
Sorry, before you even go, it be like say some people based on the some of the questions we say you read, some people they misinterpret the definition of budget. If you say the 21 trillion naira dig ground like this.
No.
Now, waiting we won't spend. You get now the things we say we talk to we go spend A on B. We go spend A on this particular project, B on this particular project. So now projection. So make people understand so that
they never spend the money.
They never spend the money. No dig ground.
Don't the money they floor. They just want share.
Just like when you write lists for market.
Exactly.
Just like lists for market. The list of things to buy.
But you expect salary.
Now, things to buy this because you expect salary, but the money not.
In fact, that will make me mention the so-called ways and means.
Okay. Okay, that ways and means deep well.
Say government saying they expect revenue, and he won't spend this revenue in this way. Now, sometimes the revenue no go come when the thing say it go come.
Yes.
So during that time, meanwhile, obligation there for ground, where you need to meet. So government go call CBN, go say, CBN come, see, I dey expect this money, it go show by 2 months' time, the money go show. Come give me this amount. Make I meet my obligation for now. When that money show, I will give you. I'll say
Where
to you.
CBN they get that money from?
God bless you.
No vex.
Where CBN they get that money
Where
from?
CBN go get them from?
Then the printer.
Thank you.
And you say that printing no go can affect inflation. No,
They
fully well
affect
say.
them. That is why when you see ways, I mean, it's meant to be temporary and short term.
Okay.
And there are controls, even legislative control, to say it mustn't pass this amount.
Okay.
So right now, what would they say? We don't pass them by 2,900. Meaning say over 2,900%. Now we don't pass the ways and means. Waiting be the implication, especially as we still look at borrowing.
We don't. The implication day now. You they feel them. Some of the
Go buy spaghetti.
You see, what you do is that if you print note, there is no productivity to back up. There is no gold bar, nothing. You release it. You are increasing the money supply.
But why we not get? We get these resources.
As you increase the money supply, more money are chasing the goods that have not increased or services that have not increased. So there will be inflationary pressure. Now, when something is meant to be short term, after the short term don't come, you're supposed to repair, and you know repair. You have translated it into a proper debt. It's taking a longer tenure. It's becoming a debt.
Yeah.
You know, which is why government today is now proposing that all this money, where we don't they say short term, 2016 short term, 2017 short term, all the money still there for ground. We never pay up.
Yeah.
It is no longer what it is supposed to. It's no longer. So make we convert them to proper debt, bring them on top of the book, and have a repayment plan.
So maybe we look at Baba Ibeji question where you ask of how much we don't borrow so far, how much our debt profile so far, and how much will it take service some?
Our debt profile should be about over 70 trillion by the time you put in.
About 77 trillion.
You know,
by the time you put in the new ways and means.
Yes. How would it take in the current budget about 5.2 trillion as
actually
been provided?
6.1 trillion.
Oh, okay. For servicing debt. So these are the numbers. But these numbers could change. When somebody says my ratio of my debt service ratio to revenue is this much, if he doesn't get that much revenue, I've assumed that I will get 10 naira revenue and that I will use 5 naira to service debt. So I can say my debt service ratio will be 5 over 10, which is 50%. But what happens if instead of getting 10% revenue, I got 8? Instead of getting 10 naira, I got 8 naira. So then my debt service will become higher again and becomes more burdensome on you, on me. So while debt is a problem, like I said, the real monster in the room is revenue. A country with the largest GDP in Africa cannot be having 8 trillion as the expected revenue for an entire year for the central government. In a country like South Africa, even money from VAT alone will pass that money.
All right. Thank you very, very, very much, Oga Bolaho Olajede. I believe if Nigerians don't understand at least some of the conversations we get to do with the budget, and if you still never get them totally, you can still go check them out for yourself. Go read through within the budget being carried, and you know as it will take affect you personally. We don't say the numbers plenty, but at least we don't try to break them down for you to understand. Well, moving on to the next matter with our hand, we know say Frank Fagbodonde on standby already to tell us what happened on top money matters, and we still discuss money. So don't go anywhere. We'll come back after the short break. They come.
So they careful who you they do. Oh God, when
God, am I a spoon?
As you come here, we tell you welcome to Better Talk.
So whether you dress or not, women have always been sexualized by men.
So long as say the law still there, just continue to forgive.
What is that? Whether your marriage work or your marriage no work, it has nothing to do with the child.
Some widows, they lose their friends after widowhood.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Our parents, a lot of our parents got it all wrong.
Who don't get PVC? I'm so sorry for you. Thank God that I have my own.
Make sure say waiting they work for her, no they work go.
Take care of yourself and
Better Talk, showing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday on top of wazobiamax TV.
to settle.
Wetin government dey talk and the one where politicians come dey do so.
On top the matter, as they take affect country people, now there we don't carry on enter inside so.
Cocoa of the matter. Politicians, experts, and our leaders, they go touchlight the matter give us.
You sef, go chook mouth, talk your own. For
Cocoa of the matter.
Cocoa of the Matter, showing Mondays to Fridays, 6 p.m. on wazobiamax Abuja on UHF 25.
Every day, plenty things they happen for this our country.
But on top politics and leadership, now there plenty matter day to settle.
Wetin government they talk and the one where politicians come dey do so.
On top the matter, as they take affect country people, now there we don't carry on enter inside so.
Cocoa of the matter. Politicians, experts, and our leaders, they go touchlight the matter give us.
You sef, go chook mouth, talk your own. For
Cocoa of the matter.
Cocoa of the Matter, showing Mondays to Fridays, 6 p.m. on wazobiamax Abuja on UHF 25.
Every day, plenty things they happen.
I still get my guests for here. Now, still money matter be this. Now, money matter we don't. Now, money matter segment now we don't enter. But then we still get our guests for here. My name still remains Frank. Mr. Bolahan, some stories we say they around the world of business. We say we get for here. FIRS, they don't talk say they don't talk say tax clearance certificate. It don't been available now in just one click. And I remember say during the course of the signing of the budget, you make mention of FIRS, which is now the Federal Inland Revenue Service. How did they use get their mode of operation? Say they get their taxes very well. Say the basket loopholes no day within that agency. Waiting be your take regarding that. So, for instance, as a new business owner, if you want get your tax clearance certificate, all you just need to do before it is if you spend nothing less than 1 month, if you spend up to 1 month, but now in just a click on their website, they even get special app where say go give you access. Once you don't make payment, your tax clearance will come out immediately. Waiting be your observation. Waiting you get to take.
I can say clearly the system don't improve. No doubt about that. They've gone more electronic and a lot of things now. In fact, linkages between even the agencies and several other agencies of government has improved. So from NAFDAC to the port to customs, there is a lot of linkage.
Communications on the
network.
Okay.
You know, so that is, you have to give that to them. Commendable. Also, the process of getting tax clearance has improved, no doubt about that. But this issue of I click, I get my tax clearance. Now, if all your boxes tick right, too, if your boxes no tick right, you go still get to go see the people. But if everything ticks right, why not? Why not? But most of the times, everything will not tick right.
Okay, so the last story we get for here, Debt Management Office, they don't announce, say, the first federal government savings bond. The offer done day in 2023. And if I go shock you, it's waiting be the percentage regarding it go day due, the bond go day due on the 11th of January, meaning say people go bank right now, go invest their money, buy federal government bonds. And you'll be finance person, you're going to say bonds now one of the safest form of investment for any economy. So, and this new year, we don't even find ourselves. A lot of people don't write New Year resolution. I want to invest more. I want to do this. But you don't want to fall victim into some pyramid scheme or some Ponzi schemes. You want to make sure, say, you invest in safe havens. What will be your take regarding investing in debt federal government bond? And also, understand, say, no be financial advice, but not just basic conversation between more share ideas. Waiting your take
on a general
that.
Basis, those are
9%, by the way, 9%, 10%.
Not bad at all for a savings bond. And don't forget, this is the federal government instrument. they are the safest on the soil as we speak. So, you know, the safer the instrument, these are the instruments that form the threshold for pricing other instruments that are not federal government based. So for it to be at 9%, 10%, I think it's reasonable. And then for people who want to invest, before, as an individual, you don't feel invest for bond now.
Yeah.
Until all this
You need a broker.
Exactly, you need a broker. But now, with all this savings bond, there's a way they pool the fund together, and everybody, every Nigerian wants to invest, can probably approach the bank or the investment institution and be a partaker of this. This is better than all this, bring your money, make I double them for you in 30 days.
What's your advice to Nigerians right now? Because inflation, they are 21%. Take a look at federal government bonds, 10%. So you're at a deficit of 10 already. What's your financial advice for Nigerians in general? More forget federal government now. More focus on 200 million Nigerians. What's your advice for them regarding their finances?
The problem is, say, where the savings they save. Inflation don't wipe away a lot of people's income.
Yeah.
The amount spent on the basic necessities, especially food items. If you look at the inflation, you decompose our inflation numbers, you see as food inflation has been a major driver of the composite inflation figure we will get. So food inflation is even higher than the composite figure. A lot of Nigerians are already spending much more than it should be on food. There's not much left for investment. That is a reality. But where there are opportunities for investment, Nigeria also now have to be cautious, because the attraction is to say, oh, this 10%, 9%, I would rather just, and then somebody will come and bring the money, let me
50%.
double it for you. And before you know it, everything will go in, nothing will come out. And that is a serious
oh my goodness, Mr. Bola, you don't break the table, you don't shatter them, you don't make Nigerians understand the budget. You don't also tell them, say, they're very, very careful as they invest in this point in time, because a lot of people, if you use this kind of opportunity, knowing fully well, say the economy, they hard now, if you try to scam people with their hard-earned money. So they're very, very careful, as Mr. Bola talking. My name now Fagbo Frank. Edewa and Precious still there here. They will come back, tell you a lot where we get for the Good Morning Nigeria show. No go anywhere, because the show continues.
Welcome back to the Good Morning Nigeria show. And I don't see all the breaking down of bits and pieces of the budget. And of course, Frank don't come give you some kind things as a concern money matter. I hope so you don't tighten your seatbelt and to look for ways where you be say you go use save and make the right investment and right investment decision for inside this 2020. So what time don't reach, and I hear go back break on top of the show this morning. Thank you as you follow us together to bring you today balanced diet of teletainment. Remember, say Monday to Friday, now the day of the month. So good day here again tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, just stand that gidigba. Remember also today, na Thursday, make you join the Better Talk Women them for 8 o'clock, as it will bring you the Better Talk. Follow the station for all our social media handles. If you want to go back, go watch this show again. It is for our YouTube handle, for wazobiamax TV. Go there, make you go watch them. And then follow us across all our social media platforms, for Wazobia TV and wazobiamax TV. My name, na Precious Inyi. On top of social media, for Instagram, I did for Precious Enyi official. Enyi means say I be your friend, and I'm ready to be your friend. Titi Lai. See you tomorrow.
All right, and from Fernando Hernandez de Soto, as Precious don't give me new name, I go tell you now as the matter go be. Follow me on top of my social media handle at Edewo10. My name is Remain Edewo. Maybe tomorrow now she go change them again. But all the same, we'll be glad to see you now same time tomorrow. Keep the conversation coming and keep the love going. We'll see you now. Now bye-bye. In a Spanish way. Na Spanish.
Hernando
Hernando Fernandez